like you already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me play.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Now Etienne to start the drive. He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Niner defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence. Man open left side is Brown. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Hey, easy, route.
A short throw there to Strange. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Great job.
Lawrence on the sneak. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Hey, Ron. It's okay. Hut. Check. Big.
A run now for the young man from Colorado. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
On the red. 11. Son, it's on. Go. Sink right. 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Purdy now to throw. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Watkins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Now Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Purdy. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Andrew Wingard. able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Hunter now will go in motion left. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Hey, kill!
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On red.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Same break.
Here's a give to ETN. And he is going to have the Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. And they'll go again with ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hey, easy, route. 30. Focus, hot. Go. Hey, kill.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Rip. Easy. Hey, kill. Here we go.
A handoff for ETN. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A short throw there to Strange. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. A short throw there to Strange. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And they'll run here with ETN. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, tomato. Sink break. 13, Luke. 11.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Rob. Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Will try, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Shotgun now with Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Purdy will look to throw again here. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yellow. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy. To the right side and intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. Going deep here for Watkins. And it'll be intercepted. Jones now on the return. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception. No, that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Hey, lion.
Another tote for Etienne. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
At the 49ers 48-yard line.
Sink right. 11. 13, Lou. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good. For the Jaguars, first down.
Hey, easy, route.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Ready up. Great job. Red on red. Silver.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
30 left. Hey, Ron. Go. Hey, tomato. 11, Agate. Sink right. Hey, I'm gun. 30 left.
Now Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
49ers nothing. Camp Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and
Purdy looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
On red. Hey, tomato. Right. Sink right.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, pincher.
ETN with it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Sink right. No street. Hurt. Here we go.
And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Britton Strange taking it in. And the Jags have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on it.
They've got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars continue to pull it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw again. Looking deep for Jennings. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
11. Think right.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is trying to... to the marker, going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Is a turnover on down.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Get set. 18, what's up?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Purdy will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
13, Luke. Luke. Go, let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and a couple.
Lisa 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Hey, Ron. Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Sink right. 30 left.
Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Take right open. Hey.
Now Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.